guys, Matt from Totem TG here and welcome to Deck Tech Tuesday. So what have I got for you this week? I'm starting off with my first Hour of Devastation brew. It's blue-black Scarab God Control. I see the Scarab God was definitely fitting in the control build. So let's take a look at my brew. So we start looking at the creatures and first of all we have the namesake of the deck, the Scarab God. We run just two of these. It is legendary creature. It obviously is a god. It's a 5/5 for 3, a black and a blue. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. Now, in a control build you might think this is strange, but I feel this fits a control build a lot better than, say, changing the mono black zombies into black and blue. The mono black zombie deck, in my opinion, is very dependent on its swamp mana. The Relentless Dead's double black. Is this going to take place of maybe Liliana's Mastery, the one that makes zombies coming in and give them all +1? I think that fits the bet better than adding in blue for the Scarab God. This is just my personal opinion. They run obviously a lot of other stuff that's double black, double black. This to me was definitely for the control build, which is why it is my first brew. And the Scarab God is in there as a 2-of. Look at the other part of the text as well. When it dies, you return it to your owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Now, there's a few, obviously, exile spells currently in Standard. Cast Out is very, very popular at the moment, so it is going to get these gods from returning. But hopefully, if we can protect it enough with counter spells, we can keep the Scarab God on the field, exiling creatures with the 4 mana in a turn, making copies, doing lots of shenanigans with it. It just seems really, really good. 4 of Torrential Gearhulk. This is just, you know, the all-star of, you know, blue-black control decks. This enters the battlefield with flash. You get to cast an instant card without paying its mana cost. You might be able to cast a Glimmer, a kill spell, anything, flash, casting it in. Total value, brilliant creature, which is why it's so expensive to buy. 4 of Torrential Gearhulk. And like I said, making copies potentially of it with the Scarab God, extra Gearhulks doesn't seem like a bad idea. It looks perfect for blue-black control. 3 of Liliana the Last Hope. Now this can make lots of zombies if we manage to protect it to get to the emblem. And then the Scarab God is going to do its thing. Liliana to me maybe should have been a 4, but I'm putting 3 in because I want to make space for other spells as well. Now, it can protect itself. Up to 1 target creature gets -2/-1 to end of turn. You can -2 it, put top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. You may return a creature card. So we could also, if they manage to, you know, for any reason get a Gearhulk in there, something like that, they kill it, we can get it back, recast. You can see the shenanigans that we can do. It is really, really fun. So we go on to the spells now. So the first spell, and I'm trying this from the new set that will be coming out very soon, is a 2 of Torment of Hellfire. Now, just a 2 of, this seems really good to me as like a late game finisher possibly. Repeat the following process X times, so you can actually pay X for it. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or if they discard a card. Now, late game this is going to be good. Maybe we want to run it off early, clear the field, make sure our creatures can attack in. This card just seems like it's a real, not only fun card, but possibly powerful card, especially in some type of control. The only downfall to it, obviously, it is sorcery. If it was instant, it would be absolutely amazing. So we might have to cast it with the, you know, maybe having a negate up or something like that. But Torment of Hellfire, I'm going to give a go, and we're going to see how good it is in this deck. So the next spell we have is a 2 of Essence Scatter, counter target creature spell. There's obviously a lot of creature decks in there. We also run a 2 of Never to Return, destroy target creature or planeswalker. It's not Hero's Downfall. But the aftermath as well, where you get to exile target card, you get to make a zombie on theme with the deck as well. Maybe it'll work well with obviously the Scarab as well. We can make an extra zombie with this. We got 2 in the main. There is more in the sideboard as well. Supreme Will from Hour of Devastation. I'm going to give this one a bit of a whirl. I do like it. It's a blue counter spell. Choose 1. You get a counter target spell unless the controller pays 3. Extra options, obviously with a Torrential Gearhulk, this going into the graveyard as well. With the look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 1 of them in your hand and rest in the bottom of the library of any order. So this obviously is a counter spell for 3, and also it has another extra ability which we may want to choose at a different time. It seems the versatility of this seems pretty good, and you know, the counter target spell in the controller pays 3. Bearing in mind, Censor does have cycling, but it costs 2 for them to counter-target spell. It costs 1. Supreme Will for me. We're going to put it a couple in there. Let's see how good this new spell will be. So more counter spells. Like I say, we've got a 3 of Disallow, counter-target spell, activate ability, or triggered ability. Great card, Disallow. Go to card draw, 3 pull from tomorrow's. We draw X cards and then discard a card. Absolutely love pull from tomorrow. Just really, really good card. Yes, it's not Sphinx's Rev, but it's still a very, very sweet card. More card drawing, Glimmer of Genius, scry 2, draw 2 cards, you get 2 energy counters. The great target for Torrential Gearhulk. Then we get onto some removal here. We've got 4 Grasp of Darkness, 4 Fatal Push. We get rid of those early creatures. Leave the way ready for our big boys to come down later and win the game. Also, one more counter spell is the one of Negate. Negate, we have more in the sideboard. Good for protecting Planeswalkers, good for protecting other stuff, and stopping anything that's annoying to come down. I would have liked maybe one more Negate, but I just couldn't quite fit it in the main, so I do run 2 in the sideboard. So we'll have a quick look at the lands now. We got 6 islands and 7 swamps. We've got a lot of double black here. Also have 4 Choked Estuaries, 4 Fetid Pools, and also 4 Sunken Hollow. So I've gone with 25 land instead of maybe 26, which it could run. It may be later on in the games after testing we may need to up it to 26, but I'm going to stick with the 25 at the moment, and hopefully that will be okay. So guys, this was the deck. This is blue-black Scarab God Control. We're going to get the Scarab God down hopefully and do lots of shenanigans with that. Exiling stuff from our opponent's graveyard, getting lots of creatures in. Maybe making our own ones where we're going to get Torrential Gearhulks and get the value of that, of making extra ones of them. Liliana's hopefully going to be there to make extra zombies. We want to protect Lily as much as we can to get that emblem. And then the Scarab will just do the job. And if not, then it'll be left up to at the end of the Torment of Hellfire. I mean, that just seems fun. We're going to get there, and if we can win a game with that, I would absolutely make my day. So we're going to have a quick look over the sideboard. Obviously, nothing in the sideboard yet that I've fancied from Hour of Devastation. New cards might be spoiled, so this deck will be updating and changing possibly all the time. So you have to keep watching Total MTG for updates on this deck. But we start off with 2 of Kalitas, Traitor of Ghet. In the sideboard, 3/4. It can make zombies. It's really good. It has lifelink. Absolutely all-star. Great card, Kalitas. We have a 2 of Lost Legacy to get anything really annoying out of our opponent's decks. We get to name non-artifact, non-land card. Go and get those gods. Take them away. Lost Legacy is good for that. Yahenni's Expertise, a 2 of all creatures get -3/3. Not going to hit any of our creatures. Obviously, apart from the zombies, if we got zombies. But early game, this would be really good. Clearing the field from all those little weenie or aggro-y creatures. And then you may cast a card becoming cost 3 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. So obviously, Supreme Will, we might not be able to counter a spell, but we could use the other ability on Supreme Will and get to cast that for free. Look at the top 4 casting, put something in your hand that might be very, very useful. Like I said, 2 of more Negate in the sideboard, and a couple more Essence Scatters, bringing more counter magic in. And there's a one more Never to Return. Just in case, overloaded with Planeswalkers our opponent might be, we might need this to come in. And also an extra Disallow. Now the other 3 of in the sideboard, which is the last 3, is a 3 of Dynavolt Tower. Just in case the Scarab isn't quite working, we can switch to maybe the Torrential Dynavolt Tower deck. We've got lots and lots of instant and sorceries there to get the energies. We've got Glimmers. We can tap down, do damage to opponents, to Planeswalkers, to creatures, anything with the Dynavolt Tower. So this is like not really, I wouldn't call it a transformation sideboard, but it means we can change our plan, which can be very, very good in Standard. So guys, that was my Scarab build for blue-black controlling Standard. I really do hope you like the deck. Anything you think may be good for the deck, don't forget to leave it in the comment sections. I always will meet you there for a chat. We can discuss anything that might be good for the deck or something that might just not quite fit. Hopefully there's going to be a few more spoilers that we can maybe twist up the deck a little bit, but for now this is how my deck's going to be playing from what we've seen. Anyway guys, don't forget to give the video a like if you like what you see. It really does help me. And if you're new to us, press that subscription button. It's down there somewhere. Make sure you press it, guys. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.